One of the things I often think about is how do I grow my business faster? How do I make more sales and more income? How do I scale everything? And one of the big things is it's kind of mindset that's involved in this, but it's also putting things into action. As a sole proprietorship, which is what most of us are as small art businesses, as the artist, we're doing all this stuff ourselves. So there's a lot of things to juggle and manage. And I think, working on things by yourself, you are the roadblock, right, to things exponentially growing for your business. To try to address that, I use my time as efficiently as possible, and I'm always testing things, and I'm testing and testing and testing. And I'm testing things side by side with as many different iterations as possible. If you look at your art business like a chess game, and all the moves that you're making are potential moves in or out of danger, out of danger, it's going to make you a profit. In danger, it's going to lose you money. If you start to kind of look at it like that, I know there's some gray area in there. It's not just cut and dry like that, but you get the idea. If you start to look at it like that, then you can look at each move you make as being a test. And so you're constantly testing. And what I found is if you can test multiple ideas in tandem, and if they don't interfere with each other on testing the success, you'll be able to move your business forward quicker. And even though you're only one person and you are kind of a roadblock into your business growing exponentially, by being able to test lots of things and constantly be testing, you can move your business forward quicker. And the quicker that you can make these iterations of the tests, the quicker that you can move on to the next test and the more progress that you make in general. I also like to repurpose everything. So if I make content for one thing, like my website, I also like to find a way to promote it on my social media account. And if I can also use that to test something or do something else in my business, like anything I could do, I've used my time to make this thing. I want to, use it for as many different pieces of promotion as possible and data gathering as possible. For example, I recently created a piece of content for my website because it was for my custom orders page, because I do custom paintings like these based on photos of people's pets. But I think I've made hundreds of paintings and I make lots of different color schemes, and I think it's confusing for people. I think it gives them a little cognitive dissonance and apprehension to buy a custom painting when they see all the different color schemes that I use and they don't really know which one I'm going to do with their animal, and they don't know what it's going to turn out like, and they know it'll be colorful, but will it be what they really want? So I think this is one of the things that might stop some people from purchasing. So on my website, I created some images and some things for people to choose from, so they could choose either A, B, C, D, or E on the color schemes, or they could choose to let me surprise them. So this is another one of my tests. It remains to be seen if my sales will go up after this, but I do think it's going to be easier for the customer to anticipate what they will be getting from me when they do get a custom painting. Since I already spent 2 hours creating this content for my website, I thought, okay, well, I need to post some stuff on social media today. What do I post? And I was like, well, this would be perfect as a poll, because I can post a poll and polls drive engagement on your pages, and that's what you want on all your social media. So I posted it to Facebook on my personal page and my business page. I posted it to Instagram. I also posted it to LinkedIn, and I asked people to pick which one they liked, and I got tons of exposure, and this is really good. And it was a post that lets my customers and my followers share their opinions, which they love. Everybody loves to share their opinions on things, and if you ask them, they'll happily comment. And the third added benefit to this is that now I got some product research. Once I tally up all the data, because I'm going to let it run for a couple more days to let anybody see it who hasn't seen it and wants to comment, but once I do, I'll be able to tell which one of these color schemes people like most. And then I can use that. I can say, hey, okay, I'm going to create a whole bunch of work in this color scheme because I know this is what people like most. Or this is the one people like least, so I won't make any of those anymore, or something like that. So you can use it to inform you in your product research. And so by doing this, I used my time very efficiently. So ultimately, this is how that you can work smarter and get around the roadblock of being one person trying to do all of this stuff. Is find multiple ways to use your time. Everything you do can have like a multiple use purpose. If it can, that's golden. It's not always possible, but if you start thinking about everything that you do like that, you can start choosing to do activities that you can use in multiple places. In closing, it's important to test as many things as possible in your business. And while doing it, realize that you are going to fail at a lot of them. I mean, that is business. Not everything succeeds. You might get lucky and the first time out succeed at something, but then the next time it doesn't happen to work out so well, and you're like, well, why didn't it work? It worked the first time. And so sometimes you do it 10 times, 10 different tries, and it still doesn't work. So then you've got to keep testing and keep trying and keep reevaluating things like, is it my product? Is it my marketing? Is it my sales message? Is it my website? Are people not able to purchase on there? Is it my art booth if you're in person? If you have any questions or any thoughts, please post them in the comments. If you like this video, please give me a like too. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.